Love this guy.
Thank you.
Really happy to see Pewdiepie shedding some light on this to the average viewer.
They're all on steroids.
Coach Greg and Pewdiepie does it again. Pewdiepie quickly becoming my favorite fitness influencer. That's right, fitness influencer. I've done a number of videos talking about Pewdiepie. Do you have any idea why I'm sitting on the floor?
No.
All right. And this guy, he knows what's all about. He may not be a bodybuilder or a fitness expert, but he knows and promotes a better message than 99% of people who are promoting videos about health and fitness on YouTube. I'm amazed at how much this guy knows and what he's talking about. And in today's video titled, Every Fitness Celebrity Influencer is Lying to You, he's calling out the big names. The Rock, Kamal Natural, Mark Wahlberg. Pewdiepie has such a large platform, and he's giving you quality, accurate information about health and fitness. And today, it's all about the fact that fitness celebrities, they're not natty. Well, some are, but the majority aren't.
All your favorite Instagram influencers, Marvel superheroes, have been drinking the Kool-Aid.
And to most people who are involved in health and fitness, it's obvious that certain fitness celebrities are not natural. But to the average person, they don't know. When I was a kid looking up to Hulk Hogan and other superstars, I never knew they were on steroids. Thought they were natural. Why would they be?
He's approaching 50 years to pack that kind of muscle.
And so look at The Rock. He doesn't announce that he's taking anything. He gets up early, trains hard. Of course he puts in the work. Hardest worker in the room. But is he in fact the hardest worker in the room with the benefit of the PDs that allow him to be that hardest worker in the room?
Even with steroids, you know, it's damn impressive what he's able to accomplish. And the response is just no. He puts in the work, he puts in the hours, okay? Yeah, no, obviously, that's what I'm saying. But I'm also saying he dips his fingers in the vitamin gummy bear jar.
And the problem isn't that he's doing this. It's that he's doing this and misleading people by not saying what he's doing. He's not technically lying. He's not saying, I don't use it, but he's not saying that he does. And so people are misled into thinking you can look like this just by working hard. Sorry, you can't. I wish I could tell you otherwise. If you just work really hard, you train hard for years, dedicate yourself, you can have that dream physique. I wish I could tell everyone they could have that dream physique. Problem is, most can't.
You even get people saying like Arnold, he never did steroids. What are you talking about? Like, bro, he openly talks about it.
And imagine people actually think Arnold could have been natural, but at least Arnold admits and owns up to it. He doesn't pretend he never took anything. So when you look at Arnold's physique, you can say, yeah, it's impressive. Wow, I can't believe it. But you do know he had some help.
If it looks unnatural, it is unnatural. That's a good...
And Pewdiepie's advice, if it looks unnatural, it probably is unnatural. That's good advice. 99% of the time that you look at a physique and say, not natural, you are probably right.
I got bad news for you. It's probably more prevalent than ever. You go on Instagram and you got 18-year-olds looking like fucking orcs.
And here's another news flash. If you see a physique that's average, they also could be enhanced. Just because you don't look amazing doesn't mean you're natural. A ton of people, in fact, most people who abuse PDs still look like shit. They look like poop. They don't look good. Oh, but they're on PDs. They should look amazing. They want to look amazing. That is why they're taking them. They want to. They're hoping it's the miracle pill that can give them the physique of their dreams.
It is the lack of transparency that I have an issue with, especially when these Instagram influencers are selling their epic workout routines. Bro, just use my code and you can also look like me. Like, shut the fuck up.
It would be like if I had my channel said, I'm natural, look at me, buy my freaking cookbook, and you get your dream physique. We all know that I've taken PDs and I'm on HRT. And so he shows Noel Diesel making a video saying, this is why I'm coming out saying I'm not natural. I don't want people to be misinformed to think they could look like this and be natural. People have a duty to inform people that they're not natural.
To start off, Chris Hemsworth is a great example. He's an absolute beefcake. Can you even be mad at him for using steroids? Like, people want to see him big.
They look like that because we, the viewers, demand it. How would Thor look if he had no muscles? Would it have the same impact watching that movie if he was skinny? Probably not. So although they're probably abusing PDs to get those physiques, can you blame them? And are they in fact allowed to tell the public what they're doing? Can Chris Hemsworth actually come out and say, hey everybody, this was the cycle that I used to put on 20 pounds of muscle for Thor? Imagine if he did that. Would love it if he could, but would the movie producers allow it?
Here's him posting about on his Instagram about his trainer. No, what is this? His stunt man. Bro, come on, get out of here.
Didn't he put on 18 pounds of muscle in 30 days? Something like that? Oh, that's okay for him to do that. But if I say I put on 4 pounds of muscle taking turkesterone, oh, I'm a bad person for telling you the truth about what happened to me. But Thor, he's famous movie star. They can do anything they want. Probably natural. 18 pounds his trainer put on in a month. Are you kidding me? Oh, 8 weeks. Sorry, it was 8 weeks. 18 pounds. 8 weeks. Natural. I only put on 4 pounds in a month with turkesterone. He put on 18 pounds of muscle in 8 weeks. Natural?
Everyone is just making fun of them as well in the comments. Like, it's so obviously steroid use.
And I like how Pewdiepie ain't shy to call him out. This is obviously steroid use. Imagine if Pewdiepie made a video about Kim Jong-kook. He'd probably be sued for $100 million. Remember that guy? Oh, I think he's on HRT. If I had a gun to my head, I'd say he's probably not natural, probably on HRT. Oh my goodness, cancel Coach Greg. What a horrible human being for speculating somebody might not be natural. But here we have Pewdiepie. I'm calling you out. You're not natural. You're obviously on friggin' steroids. Love this guy.
Thank you. Our second Marvel boy is Kamal, who had a huge transformation.
And Kamal, does anyone think it's possible to do this natural? Imagine, look at the guy. He looks impressive even for using PDs. People wish they could make these kind of changes with PDs.
He did this transformation in a year, according to the news articles.
And celebrities, they're no different than you and I. Imagine, Kamal gets a role. He's just some normal guy, doesn't work out, doesn't have an amazing physique, just average. Says, you're going to play a superhero. Me, Kamal, I'm playing a superhero. Yeah, we're going to get you a trainer, and we want you to put on 15, 20 pounds of muscle for your role. Okay, I got a friend, Batista. He looks pretty jacked. Maybe I'll give him a call. Maybe I'll ask him what he does. Imagine the pressure to look that way. So before judging these celebrities for taking these things, think to yourselves, what would you do in the same situation? Somebody offers you a role, $1 million, and says, we want you to look like a superhero. What would you do? Would you, in fact, take those PDs? Most would. You might say you wouldn't right now. It's easy to say I wouldn't do it, but you haven't been given that offer. Imagine the pressure to look a certain way.
And they did a video showing what's in his gym and his fridge. He talks about drinking beet juice.
And so constantly they keep trying to feed us misinformation, trying to explain how they're building all this muscle without actually telling us how they really do it. They're taking PEDs. Oh, they got the electrical stimulus on the muscle, drinking beet juice, training 4 hours a day, chicken, broccoli, and rice, 6,000 calories bulking up. All of it turns the muscle. And so people hear and see that over and over again with every single celebrity, and eventually they just believe it. So the majority of people actually believe what these people are telling us. They don't know that they're taking PEDs. So really happy to see Pewdiepie shedding some light on this to the average viewer.
Bro, just own up to it, pussy. Mark Wahlberg? You want to look like Mark Wahlberg? The man's 50, dude. All you have to do is wake up at 4 a.m. That's the secret.
And I love how he says, Mark Wahlberg, to look like him, you just got to get up at 4. It's all what happens before it gets light out. If you wake up early enough, you're going to get jacked. Everything good happens seems to be at 4 a.m.
I remember when Robert Pattinson was announced that he was going to be Batman. He made some interview saying that he didn't want to work out to become Batman.
And it's as if PewDiePie's watching all of my videos because he's talking about all the same things that I've talked about. Robert Pattinson, remember that? Oh, I don't want to work out to play Batman. And we're thinking, well, what do you mean? What's wrong with you? Of course you got to work out, have these muscles. But maybe what he meant is, I'm not taking what you want me to take and working out to show you that body. I can work out, sure, but what do you expect me to do in a year or 4 months? all gain 3, 4, 5 pounds of muscle? I can't put on 20 pounds like Thor, so why bother?
The way I interpret him saying, I don't want to work out for Batman is, I don't want to do steroids, and I don't like the message that that sends to people.
Maybe that was his message. Maybe they wanted him to gain more muscle than he could, and he refused to take the drugs. So we don't really know, never considered that possibly he just didn't want to abuse PEDs.
And that's why I think it's important to talk about these things, educate people maybe who aren't even part of these communities. It affects your subconsciousness and how you perceive yourself.
And so I agree with Pewdiepie, knowledge is power, and if you're taking PEDs, you should just admit to it.
Getting fit takes time. There's nothing wrong with that. Don't compare yourself to these people because they're probably lying to you anyway. That's it.
If you know that your favorite fitness celebrity is on PEDs and looks like that with the aid of PEDs, then you can better look at yourself and think, well, I don't look like that, but I'm natural. I can't expect to be like that person. They're enhanced.
But people aren't going to be transparent because there are this pressure from companies to keep quiet and make us money, you know?
So who's actually to blame? Is it in fact the famous fitness celebrities or those who employ them to make those movies? Or are we to blame? We're the ones going to the box office and buying those tickets to see those movies. If we didn't like it, we'd stop buying them. But yet we're going, watching, loving it. Hard to say, ending it here. GregDoucette.com for coaching, Greg Doucette IFBB Pro. The bloops are there as well as the products right now. Cookbooks, the Circle Diet Book, training books, all kinds of books. I'm a novelist at this point. Please click the link in the description, subscribe, click the bell button, comment for the algorithm, and until next time, I'm about to go race a bike and celebrate New Year's Eve after. That's right, it's New Year's Eve. Happy New Year!